Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to another tier list video. Welcome to Best of Week, by the way. I am your host, BC King, and today, as you might be able to see, we are ranking various Christmas movies. And you guys might see right away, there's not a whole lot on here, because I haven't seen every, big winter / Christmas movie, like Elf, for example. I haven't watched that yet. So I'm only ranking the ones I have watched from start to finish. So I have, I think 10 on here, so we're just going to rank them and see which ones I prefer and which ones I don't prefer as much as others. So, without further ado, let's get going here. So first off, we have the two Grinch movies I've seen, which is the Dr. Seuss Illumination version of Grinch, and we have, of course, the classic Jim Carrey Grinch as well. I'm going to start with the animated one. This one I like a lot. I think it's not as good as it could have been. I do like the animation. I like how they portrayed Grinch and the dog. I like all the people. I like how they animated certain scenes from other versions of the Grinch into this one. So, honestly, I would put this one maybe at a B. It's not bad. I wouldn't rank it at a C. But the reason why I'm ranking it here is because the other one, which we're ranking right now, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the classic live-action one, is I wouldn't rank it S, but it's easily an A tier. I adore this movie so much. I love Jim Carrey as the Grinch. I love all the designs for the village people. I love the Grinch's design, obviously. And man, Jim Carrey just nails this character. Fucking Jim Carrey is already a great actor, and this one's one of his best roles, in my opinion. I adore Jim Carrey as the Grinch. He nails the emotion, the character, just the vibe of being the Grinch. It's great. I think I can see why some people maybe were turned off by the design of the Grinch at first, because up until that point, we haven't really seen the Grinch in live action, I believe, right? It was only animated or whatever. So this was the first live action adaptation of the Grinch, and honestly, I can see why people weren't vibing with it at first, but for me, I didn't think it was bad. I think maybe I had some doubts about it, but ever since, I'd rewatch this film, time and time again in my earlier years as a kid, and I love it. It's great. It is a very classic and well-known winter / Christmas film that is still a joy to watch, so, putting the bad boy at A tier. Alright, now, here's the thing, right? I think I have seen Home Alone 3, which I did not like, and I have not even bothered watching the new one on Disney Plus, because fuck that one. But I have seen the two classic ones, being Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So Home Alone 1 is, instant classic. That's gotta be at least an A tier. I don't think I'd rank it, higher than The Grinch, because, Home Alone is a film that takes place during Christmas, but it's not how do I put this? It's not a fully Christmas-focused film. It's more so a film about this kid who is kinda, I guess, outcasted by their family, and they, and I guess he runs away or something. I forgot if he runs away. Oh, no. In the second one, he gets trapped at the airport, or he gets, a different flight, and he goes to a different city, right? New York or something. So, but yeah, I can't really rank it higher than The Grinch, because The Grinch is a fully, Christmas film, and this one is kind of a film about a boy and his family that takes place during Christmas, so there you go. But anyway, enough rambling. Home Alone is a classic. I love seeing Kevin prank the thugs and seeing all the ways he tortures them and whatnot. It's always a funny watch. I never watch this and don't laugh, because just seeing what he puts them through sometimes, it's just it's a good laugh. So yeah, I would say A tier for the first Home Alone. Now, Home Alone 2, I'm putting definitely above the first Home Alone. I enjoy the first Home Alone, but the second one was, easily better for me. I also really, isn't this where he stays in the hotel, and you see Donald Trump make a cameo at one point, and then he uses his dad's credit card to, buy a whole bunch of shit? Isn't it that one, I think, right? So yeah, this one is a lot more enjoyable to me than the first one, even though the first one is also really enjoyable. The thugs come back, and they, try to get him again, and he keeps torturing them. I also love, the woman with the birds, who, befriends Kevin and helps him scare off the thugs. Especially that ending where you got the fireworks, and you, have Kevin lighting them to signal to the cops where the where the thugs are. That's such good stuff. I also love when the bird lady gives Kevin the little the dove or something. Or no. I think Kevin gives her the dove, right? Because he bought the 2 turtle doves in the store, and then he gave her the other one to, like, symbolize their friendship. That was a cute one. Oh my god, the ending, too, where you see Kevin's dad, like, Kevin, you spent $900 on room service! It was so good. Oh my god. Also, the other scene I gotta mention. The other one I gotta mention real quick. The scene where the concierge people, is that how you call them, the concierge, are trying to bust into his hotel room, and he kind of tricks him into thinking that someone's there, and then he plays like this movie audio where it's like, tell me how much you love me. I'll give you to the count of 3 to get out of my room or something like that, and then they actually fall for it. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year. Oh, it's such good stuff. But anyway, both Home Alone movies, the first 2 are instant classics. I love both of them so much, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably put the second one over the first one, just so slightly, but they're both great watches, so easy A tier. Alright, hear me out for this one, right? A Christmas Carol is a good movie. I think the animation doesn't really work for me in some spots. It is kind of rough. I think people have had this criticism as well with the movie. They kind of think that the animation can be a little bit raggedy at times, which I agree with. But I do like the whole story being Scrooge's, you know, he's trying to, like, I think he's trying to, like, love Christmas again or something, and he goes through, like, all these different, what is it? It's like, he goes through, like, different realms or something, and, he's trying to, like, what's he trying to, I haven't seen this movie in so long, I forgot, like, the whole, like, plot of it, but basically Scrooge is, like, traveling between different points in time or something, and he's trying to, like, get stuff, and then he comes back, and he's, like, a nicer person now. But yeah, I kind of want to put it here, but I know what's coming up, and I have to probably maybe put it here. 'Cause I did enjoy it. I did really enjoy A Christmas Carol, but the animation was kind of off-putting for me, and, yeah, I don't know. It just didn't really mesh well in some scenes. I don't know. I think if you've watched it, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's some scenes where the animation is kind of, like, you see it and you're like, whoa, like, that doesn't look crisp. It looks kind of off-putting, so there you go. But still a good movie. I still enjoyed watching it, and I would watch it again to see if I can maybe have a better appreciation for it. But for right now, I probably rank at a low B tier on this list. So yeah. All right, here we go. I am pretty sure I mentioned this a couple times on streams, I believe. But The Polar Express, to me, is the Christmas movie. If you were gonna sit down every Christmas and watch any movie with your family, with your hot cocoa, with your blankets, with whatever else you have during that, it's gotta be The Polar Express. This movie, to me, symbolizes Christmas. This is a movie that I've seen countless times and never get tired of it. And yes, I am aware that people, even like the harshest critics, are saying that the animation is kind of off-putting, similar to Christmas Carol. But to me, the reason why this film hits so much is because it feels like what we all imagine Christmas to be like as a kid, right? Like you got this train that takes you to the Polar Express, you got the fucking hot chocolate scene, you got the North Pole where you see Santa Claus and the elves and they're dancing and all that cool stuff. Like, this film to me is like a Christmas dream. Like, if you were to envision what you would want Christmas to feel like for you, this film is probably it. So this one to me is an easy S tier. Great soundtrack. Like, dude, the fucking credit scene still gets me. The song that plays during the credits. Da 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 da. Oh my god, it's still so good. I love Believe, man. Also, that word believe. I think that was the first movie where I really realized what the word believe meant as a kid, because I knew what it meant in like a slight term, but like, you know, this movie really hammers home the term believe because of the main character. Also, I do love how the main character is not even named at all. Like, none of the people have names, which is kind of weird. Like, you know, obviously Santa's name is Santa, but like, they don't name the other kids. They don't name the main character, the black girl. They don't name the kid with the glasses, or the one that's like trying to get his present back to his house. Like, they have no names, but yet you feel the characters. You feel their, you know, they have great characterization. So, yeah. Anyway, enough I guess not ranting, but enough talking about it. But this movie is great. I love it. Easy S tier. Okay. Now, this one I might not talk about a lot, like this next set of movies, because I've seen the Santa Claus a couple times. I've seen the first two, I think, a couple times. The third one is kind of the oddball of the group for me. I think I've seen it like maybe once or twice. But yeah, Santa Claus is it's a solid kids movie. I think it's, you know, it's good for what it is. I wouldn't want to watch it again, honestly. And apparently this movie is like Polar Express, where people watch it every Christmas, which I guess I understand. But I would never want to watch Santa Claus over Polar Express on any given Christmas. But yeah, I still enjoy Santa Claus. You know, it's a fun family movie. It's about this dad that becomes Santa Claus because Santa Claus unfortunately dies because he falls off his roof or something, and he takes over for Santa Claus and delivers gifts and whatnot. I will say it has been like maybe a decade since I've watched it, and I don't remember there's a villain in this one. I think the story here is just trying to get his kids home or something. I think, don't his kids get locked in jail or something, like in the North Pole jail or something, or am I thinking wrong? I don't remember. But yeah, I think in the other two there are main villains, but this one I think is just like about the story of a dad and his kids, and you know, their relationship because of him being the new Santa Claus. But it's a solid watch. I'd probably watch it again, but I wouldn't be too excited to watch it. But yeah, I still like Santa Claus. Now, Santa Claus 2, I think this one is the one I've watched the most out of these two. Because I've seen both Santa Clauses, like, numerous times, but I think this one is one I've watched, like, maybe more times than the other one. So yeah, and I think this one has a villain, too, right? I think so. Oh, yeah, there's, like, a council of, like, all the other holiday people, right? The Easter Bunny, the Cupid, Sandman, Tooth Fairy. I forgot about that. That was kind of cool. Oh, also rank this here. I'd probably put it like... Actually, you know what? You know what? I'd probably put it here. I might put it here. Yeah. Oh, okay. I just remember what the story was. Isn't there like a fake Santa Claus that they make because Santa's like, AFK or something? Shut up, phone. But yeah, don't they make like a fake Santa Claus because Santa's like going away or something and whatever else? Because doesn't he go back to his family for like a prolonged period of time and then they have to like create a fake Santa Claus? I don't know. But yeah, this one to me was definitely more enjoyable than the other Santa Claus. I like all the characters. I like the setting. I like what was the villain's name? I forgot. It was what was it? Was it Bernard? No, that was the head elf, right? That was the elf. Who? Oh my God, who was the villain? I forgot. Oh, it's been so long. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a villain, I think, right? And yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna say B tier. I like it more than the first one, but there you go. All right, now this one is the hardest one to rank on this list. I have seen this movie at least once all the way through, but I remember very, very little about it. So this one, I think, isn't Jack Frost the villain? I forgot. Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because Jack Frost was like jealous that he didn't have his own holiday, right, or something like that, and he became like a villain. Yeah, I would say probably C tier. I'm trying to memorize like more about it, but I've only seen it like maybe once, like all the way through. But yeah, I think Jack Frost is a good villain. I like his character. I like the guy that plays him. But to me, this is probably my least favorite of the three Santa Claus movies. But it was fine. It was fine. I wouldn't go back and watch it. Like I wouldn't be excited to go back and watch it personally. But it was fine. Like again, these movies are more so like little popcorn family movies that you just pop in for just a solid time, but they're not really like the high caliber movies like Polar Express, for example, where you can watch those like years and years from now and still enjoy them so much. But maybe some of you can, I don't know, but these ones are just not really for me compared to the other ones that are on this list. All right, we have saved the best for last. If you've heard me talk about this, you already know where I'm going with this. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I have said it before, and I will say it again. This is the best Halloween film of all time, and the best Christmas film of all time. Easily. I have said that time and time again. I will keep preaching that. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I adore the animation. I love the opening still. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Oh my god. It's still, like, this movie was from the 90s, right? I think. It was, like, mid-90s. This movie is, like, 25 years old. Maybe even older than that, right? 25 years old? Maybe, like, 30 almost. And it still feels so good to watch. The animation, even though it's, like, you know, this kind of claymation sort of style, or it's, like, stop motion, whatever you call it still looks so good. Like, this film has stood the test of time. Like, the fact that during this era, like, didn't Disney want to make this like an animated movie like their other ones? And Tim Burton was like, no, make it like a stop motion because it probably fit the film better. And thank God he said that, because if this film was animated, it would not be as good as it is, I think. In my opinion. It would still be good, or at least fine, but I don't think the charm that's here in this movie would be here if they chose the animated route for this movie, because the stop motion makes this movie so freaking good. Like, some might think, oh, it's not really, you know, it's not my style. I like animated, I like live action, but it looks so good, and they animate the characters and the scenes so well. You know, I love Oogie Boogie. I love that ending scene. I love Jack, obviously. I love Sally. I love the village people. I like the mayor. But yeah, like, whether it's Halloween or Christmas, this movie is an absolute must-watch. Literally, when I'm uploading this, we just watched this movie on Discord. Like, when I'm recording this, which is Wednesday, December 11th, I think. Like, this coming Friday the 13th, we're watching this movie. So, there you go. If you're watching this on YouTube when it comes out, we already watched it, so you missed it. So, I'm sorry. But, yeah, this movie is great. I love it. It will never not be fun to watch. Like, this is, you know, a top-tier holiday movie to just pop in anytime you want and have a good time with it. So, easy S+ tier. Alright, and with that, we're done. This was a very short tier list. I apologize, but again, I have just not seen a whole lot of, like, top-tier winter / Christmas films. But again, I wanted to rank only the ones I have seen, because it'd be a bit unfair for me to rank like Elf, for example, and be like, it'd probably be a B. Like, no, I want to rank the ones I know I've seen, and there you go. That's what I've seen so far. I will watch Elf, I promise. I don't know when, but I will watch it. But there you go. That is me ranking 10 pretty good winter / Christmas films. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you would rank these at, and what your thoughts are, what you would change. And happy festive week. Enjoy the rest of the content you'll see this coming week. And Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.